Has skeptical science convinced anyone that global warming is real?
There's been well, I could probably count the examples, anecdotal examples of climate deniers who have been convinced by the evidence on one hand. There's been a few blog posts where there was like, I was a Republican and then I changed my mind on climate change. And it was reading through the evidence on skeptical science that really persuaded me that there's a really compelling case scientifically, that kind of thing. But it actually doesn't happen that often. And there's actually a lot of evidence explaining why, because attitudes about climate change are based in a lot of ways on political ideology. So what political party you vote for has a big influence on what you think about climate change. And that means that you've already formed your views about climate change before you hear the evidence. And then whatever evidence comes at you, you'll ignore the stuff that conflicts with your beliefs and you'll grab onto the stuff that affirms your beliefs. And so no matter how much skeptical science evidence I throw at someone whose political ideology conflicts with that evidence, it's not going to have much of an effect. If anything, it could have a backfire effect. But that's not our target audience with skeptical science. Our target audience is the undecided majority. People who are trying to make sense of all this noise. They're not driven by their political ideology, so that they're open to receiving scientific evidence. And skeptical science isn't about curing science denial. It's really about inoculating the rest of the population, reducing the influence of misinformation on the large majority.